What's happening in Afghanistan right now is very devastating. It's very sad. It is a reality that no one really wants to face. But the real question is, what are some of the options that Afghanistan people have in the middle of this crisis? If we can help some, that'll be great. But in this video, I'll talk about some limited options for Afghanistan nationals. So let's just get right into it. Using the form I-360 and asking for special immigrant visa. Well, especially now that this crisis is ongoing, I guess that it is a great time to apply for the I-360, requesting a special immigrant type of visa, and on top of it, expedited that request, because really what's going on, it is sad, but really if somebody can just expedite the request because proof are out there. So sometimes we look for humanitarian crisis to make an expedited request type of argument, but unfortunately this argument right now, it is going to work, but it is an unfortunate argument. But what can you do possibly? So let's get right into it. So Afghan national who was employed by or on behalf of U.S. government or the International Security Assistance Force, which called ISAF in Afghanistan. So you may file this petition for yourself if you are a national of Afghanistan. You have established to the satisfaction of the Chief of Mission, Embassy Kabul, or the designee of the Chief of Mission that you were employed by or on behalf of the U.S. government or ISAF in Afghanistan between October 2001 and September 30, 2015 for a period no less than 1 year. You have been provided faithful and valuable service to the U.S. government or ISAF. Your senior supervisor must submit a recommendation to the U.S. government, or if your senior supervisor has left the employer or left Afghanistan, either the person who's is currently occupying that position or someone in a more senior position with the employing entity. You have experience or are experiencing an ongoing serious threat. Really, this one right now, that's what's happening as a consequences of being employed by or on behalf of the U.S. government. You have or will have clear background check and appropriate screening as determined by the Secretary of Homeland Security, and you are otherwise eligible to receive an immigrant visa and are admissible to the United States. Remember, the admissibility issue is still going to come into play, but this crisis can really expedite some requests because, well, it is really happening right now. You are entitled to apply for status of surviving spouse or child if you're also classifiable as a special immigrant described in Section 602B of Pub. 11-8. If you are the spouse or child of a principal beneficiary who had a petition approved by USCIS, but the petition was terminated after its approval due to death of the principal beneficiary. So, and then it goes ahead and give you the required documentation that you need in order to apply. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave the link in the description box. And again, if let's say you're in Afghanistan and you happen to be a broadcasting international of the Bijoux of the United States, the Broadcasting Board of Governors, you can try to apply again this one. It says in Asia, in Europe, or in the Middle East. So if you're broadcasting, like you're a journalist and those things are happening and you happen to be Afghanistan, really, my friend, you're just gonna have it to go ahead and just try to apply and see where this petition is going to lead you using the form I-360. On top of it, well, I'm gonna let you know again, how you can make an expedited request. Remember, expedited requests are considered on a case-by-case basis, require documentation to support a request, has the sole discretion to decide whether to grant or deny a request. The USCIS may grant or deny, but given this environment and things that are happening basically under this administration, so they have the duty to provide for those expedited requests because those things are happening under their administration, under their control. So they have to go ahead and give you that expedited request, and based on humanitarian reasons, and those are emergencies and humanitarian reasons. And let's say, for example, somebody has an application of asylum and they're coming from Afghanistan, and the application is still pending with USCIS. Well, with this crisis happening now, this is the time to go ahead and expedite your request. I'm going to leave the link again in the description box. You might call if you want, 202-751-2180. Consultation fees apply as usual, but again, go ahead and look at all those options. And because of this crisis, you have to go ahead and proceed with this expedited request on your asylum application, especially if you have family left in Afghanistan. You're the principal here, you have children left over there, immediate relatives, parents, stuff like that. Really, this is the time. And I believe that when it comes to refugee, it's a different process that can take 1 year. But if you have a case pending, asylum case pending, and you want good cause to expedite this request, this is it. This is the opportunity. Unfortunately, it's a sad opportunity, but it is an opportunity for you to go ahead and expedite your request. My heart goes out to all my friends here on the YouTube channel. If you're coming from Afghanistan, just know that I sympathize, because I come from a country that is always devastated by civil war. So I understand what you're going through. So I cannot pretend, but I do understand, because I come from a country that it's always under some type of humanitarian crisis. Okay, Bijoux.ngwanda here, immigration lawyer, the DC metropolitan area. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe, like, share. Don't forget to comment below. This is very important. You can help a friend. Go ahead and please share these videos. I'm gonna leave those links in the description box, so just go ahead and share those links. If it doesn't apply to you, please go ahead and like, so that YouTube may be able to really share it with the concerned individuals. Until next time, bye bye.